Sometimes the most important day of your life doesn't begin with fireworks. It begins with someone quietly packing a suitcase. The apartment was louder than usual. Not because everyone was happy, but because nobody wanted silence. Silence had a dangerous way of making reality feel real. Coffee mugs sat on the table. Half-finished jokes filled the room. Someone laughed a little too hard. Someone smiled a little too long. Everyone was pretending this was just another normal day. It wasn't. For nearly 10 years, this tiny apartment had been more than four walls. It had witnessed first loves, impossible dreams, embarrassing mistakes, broken hearts, career failures, surprise victories, and friendships that somehow survived all of it. Today, one suitcase threatened to change everything. She looked around the room one last time. Every corner carried a memory. That chair. Someone had fallen asleep there after the worst day of their life. That window. Countless conversations had happened beside it at 2 in the morning. That old couch. It had been the front row seat to thousands of laughs that nobody could ever recreate. Funny how ordinary places become priceless once you're about to leave them. Someone finally broke the silence. So, who's going to make fun of me every morning now? The room laughed. Not because the joke was funny, but because crying wasn't an option. One friend walked over and hugged her. Then another. Then another. Nobody wanted to let go first because letting go made the goodbye real. One of them finally whispered, "I don't know how to imagine this place without you." The answer came with a tiny smile. "You won't have to. You'll just have to imagine me somewhere else. Making different memories." Those words sounded comforting, but nobody believed them. Deep inside, they all knew that life was about to split into 2 chapters. Before and after this moment. Across the room, one friend stood unusually quiet. Normally, he was the loudest person there. Today, he couldn't even find a joke because every joke ended with the same painful truth. She was leaving. He kept replaying every memory in his head. The first time they met. The first ridiculous argument. The late-night conversations. The accidental moments that slowly became unforgettable. He had convinced himself there would always be another chance. Another coffee. Another dinner. Another tomorrow. Now tomorrow was boarding a plane. His best friend noticed immediately. "You okay?" "I'm fine." It was the fastest lie he'd ever told. His friend smiled. "No." "You're terrified." Silence. "I think I'm too late." "No." "What if she says no? Then you'll survive. And if I never tell her?" His friend looked him straight in the eyes. "Then you'll regret it for the rest of your life." Those words landed harder than anyone expected. Sometimes fear isn't rejection. Sometimes fear is wondering forever what could have happened. Meanwhile, the others were trying to keep the mood alive. One friend announced dramatically, "Okay, nobody is allowed to cry. Whoever cries first buys everyone coffee." Another immediately answered, "Congratulations. We're all getting free coffee." The room exploded with laughter for exactly 12 seconds. Then someone looked at the packed suitcase again and nobody laughed anymore because reality had walked back into the room. She slowly picked up a small photo frame. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't beautiful. But it held a picture taken years ago. 6 young friends standing shoulder to shoulder. Nobody in that photo knew what life would become. Nobody knew careers would change, relationships would fail, dreams would evolve, or that one ordinary apartment would become the center of their entire world. She smiled through tears. "We were kids." Someone answered, "No. We just thought we were adults." Even through tears, they laughed again. Outside, rain had started falling. Not heavy, just enough to make the city feel emotional. The airport ride was getting closer. Time suddenly felt cruel. Minutes moved faster than anyone wanted. One friend checked the clock. "We should leave." Nobody moved. Nobody wanted to be the first person to stand because standing meant goodbye. Finally, someone grabbed the suitcase. Everyone followed. The apartment door slowly opened, then closed. Nobody realized it then, but that ordinary sound would become one of the loudest memories of their lives. The drive to the airport felt strangely quiet. Normally this group couldn't stay silent for more than 30 seconds. Today, the silence said everything. Streetlights reflected through the car windows. Each passing block carried another memory. This is where we celebrated your promotion. And that's where you got lost for 3 hours. That diner. Worst pancakes ever.
No.
Worst date ever. Small stories. Tiny memories. The kind nobody writes in history books. Yet somehow those are the moments people miss the most. At the airport,